Welcome into this Lion Vision update with UNA head baseball coach Mike Keene, presented by CBNS Bank. UNA baseball, a 1-0 no-hitter over Belmont midweek on Tuesday. 5 pitchers combined to throw the first combined no-hitter in school history. Freshman Kazi Cinta started the game. Colton Teal came in relief. Jacob James, Bryant Claunch, Kyle Moore coming in to save the ball game. And Coach Keene, let's pick up right there those 5 pitchers. 2 freshmen as well. Just how sharp were they in their approach to that no-hitter?
Well, obviously they were very sharp going into the game. You know, Coach Chico working with the pitchers. We kind of had you put a plan in place for the game. We knew we were going to throw multiple guys. We think Kazi, if he can go 2 would be great, but if he kept his pitch count down, maybe go 3. And obviously he came out of the chute, did way better than we were anticipating, just was attacking the zone. Really, stuff was moving. Then we brought Colton Teal, did another good job for an inning, and the other one was going to go multiple innings was Jacob James, who pitched very well against Northwestern. Then he came in and did 3 innings, just like he did at Northwestern. He's been very good every outing he's come out, so that was great. So it put us into the position to work on the back end of the bullpen, which we're trying to solidify a little bit, is obviously Claunch coming in, going to 8th, and then putting more into that final role to see if we can complete the game and get a win. And I thought all 5 obviously did a tremendous job, and it's just a rarity that you can get a no-hitter, and to have it with 5 guys was great. But, you have to have some help there. We had some really good defensive plays by Miranda and then Throneberry at the end of the game. So those 2 kept the the no-hitter intact, and we just played sound defensive baseball and pitched well, and that was the chance to get the win was because of that.
Kevin Brenning's RBI double in the second inning proved to be the difference in that ball game. UNA beats Belmont 1-0. All right, Coach Keene, 2 weekends into the season, a midweek game as well. Just your overall takeaways on the way the team has played.
Well, we're still trying to figure out some lineup because Drew Hudson obviously played the first game of the week, then he got hurt, so he has yet to be back in the lineup. So we've been trying to push some other guys around. Obviously offensively, very disappointing. I know Coach McGregor, we've been trying to talk about that, who obviously works with the hitters and trying to find out a way to get better with runners in scoring position was kind of been our dilemma right now. And the pitching, I felt, has been pretty consistent throughout, finding roles, getting more depth. I think that's what the nice thing is, just especially this weekend with Cinta and James doing what they're doing, throwing 2 freshmen in there. That gives us a lot more depth. We're going to be playing. It's kind of weird in Division I, thinking we still got 3 weekends before we even hit conference, so we still got time to kind of figure some things out. The rotation is going to get a little bit more cleaner than the bullpen in the midweek games. I thought like Devin Daniels been hurt, so he's coming back in, and Harper was hurt in the fall. Throneberry was hurt in the fall, so we had 3 guys that really. Now we're getting good looks at them, and then we're going to try to figure out some moves and some lineups, and maybe we can try to get not only the best defensive lineup in there, but maybe we can get a little more offensive production. So I think, Devin had a big home run against Northwestern, had a couple good at-bats, almost had another one. So he's got some power potential that we kind of need in our lineup. So we'll just kind of keep mixing up against Little Rock and, against as we go into these weekends when we get more into our series, the 3 series. So that's kind of what our expectations are. But right now, we've got to start getting a little more production out of our offense.
Coming up next for UNA baseball, the Lions hit the road this weekend, taking on Arkansas, Little Rock, Alabama midweek next Wednesday. Coach, these next 4 games, the 2 series coming up, Coach, how will they help us prepare for conference play here in a few weeks?
Well, I thought the Northwestern this past weekend was A-Sun pitching. They were very good on the mound. Little Rock's going to be very good, excuse me, and they are a team that's very explosive offensively. So we're going to have to pitch well, and we're going to have to put up some runs if we're going to keep pace with them. Then obviously going into Alabama, who's starting off a hot start, so we know they're going to be very good. Every SEC team's very good, so you know what you're going into. So it'll be a tough stretch for us, and hopefully we'll clean some stuff up, minimize our mistakes. We still continue to make little mistakes that allow runners to get into scoring position. And if you look last night, 1 run came on a mistake, and then we got a Brennan was able to get a hit, fight it off enough to get a double, and that was the only run. So mistakes do lead to runs. You don't want leadoff walks. You don't want errors, and you don't want to make sure you're executing right, and that's what we really are trying to clean up, and we got to start getting in that direction quickly.
UNA baseball on the road this weekend. Be sure to visit RoarLions.com for all your updates on UNA baseball.